The Egyptian pyramids might be something that every travel lover that respects themselves should put in their bucket list to visit. But the pyramids are also something that completely terrifies scientists. You want to know why? Well, just keep watching. Because today's video is the top 10 reasons why the Egyptian pyramids scare scientists. Are you ready to dig in? Let's go then. Number 1, the weird alignment. If you haven't heard of this one, prepare to have your mind just blown away. The Great Pyramid alignment is a mystery that everyone agrees with on the basis that it's a mystery, not much else. Somehow the ancient Egyptians constructed the Great Pyramid with amazing accuracy to the cardinal directions. What's so weird in simple terms? Because they would have to use superbly complex algorithms and be super aware of atmospheric conditions and changes in order to align the north-south axis within 0.15 degrees of true north and south. Even the Greenwich Observatory in London is not this accurate. Can you possibly imagine what strange technology or complex idea they used to achieve it? We can't, and neither can scientists. And that's what's scaring them even more than how they did it, is why they did it. Number 2, the WTF shafts. There's so many questions unanswered when it comes to these mysterious shafts that we don't even know where to start. First of all, only one of the 3 pyramids has been built with them, and that is the Great Pyramid. The other 2 in Giza are without them. Now, what are these shafts for, and how, or most importantly, why, did they go to the trouble of using these super precise alignments? It's a mystery. A mystery that, like all the rest, scares the scientists who don't love mysteries, like the rest of us. Or rather, they love it once they can solve it. But to make it even worse, the shafts inside the Great Pyramid seem to be corresponding with celestial bodies. Interesting? You betcha. So how you holding up so far? We hope your curiosity bone is tickling you, and we do know that's not a phrase, we just made it up. But it fits, just go with it. Because the best is yet to come, my friends. And no, I don't mean more jokes like that one. And also, if you'll subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," I'll personally reply to your comment. Number 3 is tunnel systems that are out of this world. If you think the Giza pyramids are incredibly mysterious and breathtakingly amazing, you're right. But wait until you hear what's going on under the marbles. Oh yeah, there's something happening below these gorgeous monuments, and it's as intricate and as mesmerizing as everything else regarding the pyramids. The tunnel systems below. They don't only point to a superbly advanced civilization, but they're also these super strange labyrinths that are just not properly explored. There's so many mazes and secret chambers and passageways. We could be discovering things for many years to come. Take this example. Forrester, an archaeologist, recently discovered 20 boxes that are cut with extreme precision from Aswan granite. You think the precision part's the mystery? No, wrong. Each of these weighs about 100 tons per piece. The only explanation up until now is that those boxes were coffins for prize bulls. A small little tiny problem with this wonderful and quite frankly absurd theory is that no bulls have been found. So let's just move on to the next crazy theory then. What's yours? Drop it in the comments below. Number 4, the really heavy door. Knock, knock, knocking on a heavy door. Hey, when we say heavy, we mean 20 tons heavy. And some of the pyramids, now they used to have big swivel doors that would almost be invisible because they'd fit exactly into the opening of the pyramid. When the Great Pyramid was first explored, scientists were stunned to see a swivel door made that way. From the inside, it would open easily because it was so well balanced that even the 20 tons of weight didn't cause a problem. Ingenuity? Yes, at its absolute best. Why did they do it? How did they do it? Absolutely no freaking clue. Well, we're about to the middle of the video, so it's the perfect time to remind you, if you're enjoying today's top 10, you can find many more amazing videos on our channel, and you're not going to believe your luck. We're talking about hours of entertainment. Yes, this was the channel that was missing from your life and your subscriptions. Number 5, the 8-sided structure. Now, even though it looks like a 4-sided structure, the Great Pyramid is actually 8-sided. Okay, you might think, that's interesting, but where's the mystery? Well, just wait, my impatient friend, we're just getting warmed up. The sides indent by 1 degree, which means this type of precision is made for a specific reason, since the only way you can see that it's 8-sided is from above. Imagine that even if we use today's technology, precision like this would be super hard to achieve. Number 6, thermal scan nightmare. This one has conspiracy theorists going wild and scientists going crazy. In 2015, there was a thermal scan of the Great Pyramid, and it revealed 3 different areas at the bottom that generate heat. What are those? Nobody knows. Some theories say there's passageways beneath, or secret chambers, or both. Some other theories say it's an ancient technology. You want to guess what a lot of others say? Come on, take a guess. Come on. Yep, you guessed it right. They think it's aliens, and the Great Pyramid is actually their spaceship. Oh well. Number 7, the casing stones. What we refer to when we say casing stones is the white polished limestone that the Great Pyramid was once covered with. Can you imagine the Great Pyramid white? It would seem like it was glowing in the middle of the desert, and the whole structure would reflect the sun just like a mirror. Why did they do that? We don't know, and scientists don't know either. What they do know is it must have been a very important thing to do because A, the casing stones were placed with such precision it could not have been random, and B, because they were cut from a quarry that was located across the River Nile and had to be transported by water to the location of the Great Pyramid. And back then, as you can guess, traveling with such weight was not an easy task. So why did they do it? Let's hope the mystery will be unsolved at some point. Well, we made it to the top 3, and if you've been watching the channel, you know that we've kept the best for last. If you haven't been watching, first off, shame on you, and second off, you're in for a big treat. Number 8, the massive size and weight of the material. The Great Pyramid, which is the largest of the 3 pyramids, was constructed with 2.3 million stone blocks. Each one of these blocks weigh from 3 to 15 tons each. Now let's start to think about these numbers. How on earth did they manage to move each one of those pieces to create this amazing monument? Scientists do not know. Of course, there's many theories, one of them being the workers had wood ramps and pushed these super heavy blocks. But since there's absolutely no evidence they used wood, this theory kind of goes to the bin basket. You want to hear the even a more amazing fact? If you research the time frame that the Great Pyramid was built, then you'd see that every 2.5 minutes a block was put into place. How? No, seriously. How? Number 9 is unusual mortar. The mortar that was used to create the pyramids was made of a processed gypsum, and it was quite different from the cement we currently use for our bricks. What's so unusual about this that scares scientists? Well, they tried to recreate this particular mortar, and they couldn't. They've analyzed it again and again and again, but the only thing they managed to find until now is the composition. More than 500,000 tons of this amazing and unusual mortar was used while building the Great Pyramid. And the fact it remains strong to this day can tell you all you need to know about how special it really is. Number 10 is the mystery of Khufu's sarcophagus. There's a lot of questioning as to whether Khufu built the Great Pyramid or not. But what cannot be questioned is how many questions his sarcophagus has raised. Confused? Just you wait. First of all, the sarcophagus weighs about 3.7 tons. What does that mean? Well, we're pretty sure nobody just carried it into the room where it was found, firstly because who could do that? And secondly because even if you could, with its dimensions, it won't fit through the passage. So apparently the only possible solution is that it was built first and then the pyramid around it, which raises even more questions. But one of the biggest ones is this. The sarcophagus was a solid piece of granite which was hollowed out from within. Now how, for the love of everything holy, did they manage to do that? Your guess is as good as ours, and unfortunately for them, as good as a current scientist. Well, there you have it for today. That's the top 10 reasons the Egyptian pyramids scare scientists. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of the 10 reasons did you find the scariest, and why? Let us know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, go right ahead, subscribe to that channel, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.